Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Chats podcast. Today we have a really exciting topic, unforgettable moments of life. We all have those moments that stick with us forever, whether they're happy, funny, or even a little bit embarrassing. These are the stories that shape who we are. So grab a seat, relax, and let's dive into some memorable moments shared by our friends, Ella and Eric. Don't worry if you find any difficult words. We'll explain them at the end. And hey, if you have any unforgettable moments of your own, feel free to comment them below. We'd love to hear your stories.
Hi everyone, I'm Ella. I'm so happy to be here again. I love sharing stories, and today's topic is one of my favorites.
Hey, I'm Eric. I'm excited to talk about this too. Unforgettable moments, huh? We all have them. Some are fun and some, well, let's just say they're unforgettable for different reasons.
Haha, totally. Okay, Eric, why don't you start? What's one moment you'll never forget?
I think one of my most unforgettable moments happened when I was 10 years old. It was the first time I ever rode a bike without training wheels. I remember feeling so scared, but then, when I finally did it, I felt like I could fly.
Wow, that's a big moment for sure. Riding a bike for the first time is like a rite of passage, right?
Exactly. I felt like I could conquer the world. What about you, Ella? What's one of your unforgettable moments?
Oh, I have so many. But one that stands out is when I moved to a new city for the first time. It was scary, but exciting at the same time. I didn't know anyone, but I remember meeting my first friend, and that moment made everything feel less scary.
That's huge. Moving is always tough, but making that first connection can really change everything.
Definitely, it's like everything falls into place after that. Have you ever had a moment that was unforgettable in a funny way?
Oh, for sure. One time I was at a big family dinner and I tried to impress everyone by making a toast, but as soon as I stood up, I knocked over my glass and spilled juice all over the table. Everyone started laughing, and I was so embarrassed.
Oh no. But it's funny now, right?
Yeah, now I can laugh about it. At the time, though, I wanted to disappear.
I had a similar moment. I was giving a speech at a friend's wedding, and I got so nervous that I forgot what I was supposed to say. I just stood there, looking at the crowd, completely blank.
Oh no, what did you do?
Well, after a few seconds, I just laughed and said, "I guess love makes you speechless." Thankfully, everyone laughed with me.
Nice save, Ella. Sometimes those awkward moments turn into the best stories.
Exactly. It's those little moments that we look back on and realize they're not so bad after all.
Speaking of little moments, do you have any small random memories that just stick with you for no reason?
Oh yeah. I remember this one summer day just sitting by a lake with my best friend. We didn't even talk much, just enjoyed the quiet and the sunshine. It's one of those simple but unforgettable moments.
I know what you mean. Sometimes it's the simple things that stay with you. Like for me, it's the sound of the ocean. Every time I hear waves, it reminds me of family vacations at the beach when I was a kid.
That sounds so peaceful. Isn't it amazing how certain sounds or smells can bring back memories like that?
Totally, they kind of transport you back to that moment. Do you ever wish you could relive some of those unforgettable moments?
Sometimes. But I think part of what makes them special is that they only happened once. You know?
True, that's what makes them unforgettable, right? They're unique.
Exactly. And even though we can't go back, we can always carry those memories with us.
That's what life's all about, really. Collecting those little unforgettable moments.
Agreed. So what's next for you? Any upcoming moments you think will be unforgettable?
Good question. I think trying something new, like traveling to a place I've never been, could create some unforgettable memories. What about you?
I'm thinking the same. Maybe taking a trip or learning something new. You never know when those special moments will happen.
That's the beauty of life, right? You just have to be open to the experience.
And that's a wrap on today's episode. We hope you enjoyed this conversation about unforgettable moments. Now, before we say goodbye, let's quickly go over some of the difficult words and expressions we use today. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back with the vocabulary breakdown.
Unforgettable, meaning something that is impossible to forget because it was so special, impactful, or significant. Example: the concert was unforgettable. I'll never forget that night. Rite of passage, meaning a significant event marking an important stage in someone's life. Example: getting a driver's license is a rite of passage for teenagers. Conquer, meaning to overcome or take control of something challenging. Example: she finally conquered her fear of flying after years of anxiety. Embarrassed, meaning feeling awkward, self-conscious, or ashamed. Example: he was embarrassed when he realized he had spinach in his teeth all day. Dive into, meaning to start something eagerly and with enthusiasm. Example: I can't wait to dive into this new book I bought yesterday. Fall into place, meaning to happen in a satisfactory way without problems, to come together easily. Example: once we set the date, everything for the wedding started to fall into place. Scary, meaning causing fear, frightening. Example: moving to a new city alone was scary, but also exciting. Spill, meaning to accidentally knock over or cause liquid to flow out of a container. Example: I spilled coffee all over my desk this morning. Supposed to, meaning expected to, meant to do something. Example: I was supposed to finish the project today, but I ran out of time. Nice save, meaning a quick or clever recovery from a mistake or awkward situation. Example: when the power went out during the meeting, Tom's quick joke was a nice save. Blank, meaning empty or expressionless, unable to think of anything. Example: when I was asked the question, my mind went blank and I couldn't remember the answer. Disappear, meaning to vanish or go out of sight. Example: the cat disappeared under the bed as soon as it heard the loud noise. Awkward, meaning uncomfortable or uneasy in a situation. Example: it was awkward when I walked into the wrong meeting room. Random, meaning chosen or happening without a particular pattern or reason. Example: I had a random thought about our school days during the meeting. Stick with you, meaning to remain in your memory for a long time. Example: that movie really stuck with me. I've been thinking about it all week. Kind of, meaning slightly in some way but not completely. Example: I'm kind of tired, but I can still go to the party for a little while. Transport, meaning to take someone to a different time or place in their mind, usually through memory. Example: the smell of freshly baked cookies always transports me back to my childhood. Relive, meaning to experience something again in your mind. Example: every time we talk about that vacation, I relive the fun we had. Look back, meaning to think about the past. Example: when I look back at my school years, I remember all the fun times with friends. Upcoming, meaning happening in the near future. Example: I'm excited about the upcoming holiday season. It's always a special time of year. Stay tuned, meaning to keep listening or watching for more information. Example: stay tuned for more details about our upcoming event. Breakdown, meaning a detailed explanation or analysis of something. Example: let's do a quick breakdown of today's meeting to make sure we're all on the same page. Beauty of life, meaning the positive and enjoyable aspects of life, often found in unexpected moments. Example: the beauty of life is in those small, quiet moments that make you appreciate everything. Connection, meaning a relationship or bond between people. Example: I felt an instant connection when I met my new coworkers.